Alrighty, another solo run for Gen 1. This one I am doing Seadra. Seadra is a Pokemon I didn't really use that much if I've ever played the game in the past. So I can't really say if Seadra is really going to be that good or not. I mean, most water Pokemon in Gen 1 are going to be pretty good. Just let me get through the start here. Actually, we can change the starter to Squirtle's in the middle. Yeah, I think that makes more sense. So just gotta undo that. Cool. Alright, so Seadra. Let's see its starting moveset. It does know Bubble and Smokescreen, which isn't, you know, they're not great moves, but they're not bad. So let's drop Bulbasaur's accuracy. A little bit cheap, but we should get an easy win to begin with. So Seadra is going to go through Brock pretty easily. Misty not as easy, but Misty shouldn't be too difficult just because of the weird way Gen 1's AI works. Stat-wise, Seadra's probably pretty good compared to what you can get with other Pokemon. Let's grab a potion. Did I grab the potion out of the PC? I did. So we'll make our way up to Viridian City, where you pick up Oak's parcel. And now we have to make our way back. Seadra is... Yeah, I was saying, so Seadra's not a Pokemon I've used a lot, but most Pokemon in Gen 1, if they're water type, they do alright. Usually it's fire Pokemon that don't do that well. Seadra, so it's good against the first gym. It's sort of like non-effective against the second gym. It'll be bad against Surge and won't be great against Erica. It might be okay against Sabrina and Koga. It'll do well against gyms 7 and 8 between Blaine and Giovanni. So I do actually think Seadra will actually do pretty good. And the way I do these playthroughs, so I will go back and battle the rival. I'll also pick up the antidote there because you can get poisoned in here pretty easily. And see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, a couple of hits from Poison Sting will usually do you in. So I'll level Seadra up a little bit at the start just to get it some momentum. Because it will need to be a little bit chunky in order to be able to defeat Misty. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I'll prevent my Seadra from fainting. 16. Alright, so Seadra currently is level 9. That might actually be enough to defeat the rival trainer already. There is another potion in that tree as well. How much do you need? 241, that's quite a bit. I'll try take on the rival trainer now. Pidgey, the Pidgey can use, if I'm leech seeded then I'm not going to win. I can use battle potions, I guess. But I think Pidgey may have hit a sand attack, so... And yeah, this isn't going to be a win. So So our Seadra will actually get knocked out against the rival's first battle. So I do include this battle as sort of like part of the, you know, So with enough accuracy drop, even though it's a cheap kind of way of battling, I think it's just hit a Leech Seed, isn't it? Yeah, so Seadra hasn't started off well, and it's only just, it's going to win with 1 HP left. Whoa. Bubble, yeah, I think it's Bubble base, I don't even think it's base 40, I think it's like base 20 or something. Like Bubble is a really weak move. So Seadra really needs to get Water Gun. At least. So let's make our way through Viridian Forest. Pick up another... I could have just picked up that antidote, couldn't I? So it's one-shotting Caterpies and all the works. So there is a potion just there as well, which you can pick up. Alright, on to Pewter City, where I'll get this trainer to take me to Brock. Now, obviously, Seadra is not going to have much problem in Brock's gym. Probably not even going to need to heal. So Geodude and Onix, players of Pokemon will know that neither one of them have any good special. Remember, Gem 1 doesn't have special defense or special attack, it's just special as a 1 stat. So, Onix has even worse special defense than Geodude. So it probably will be a 1-hit. No, okay, not a 1-hit, but enough to say that Seadra isn't going to have any problem with Brock. Bide, I don't really need to teach Seadra Bide, so I'll sell that at a Pokemart. And so some players will get Paras in Mount Moon. I don't. I catch a Spearow to the right hand side of Vermilion City. You can... oops. Well, Seadra just got knocked out again. I wasn't really paying much attention, so Seadra usually wouldn't lose that battle. But yeah, Bubble is such a bad move. And the thing is, I don't think Seadra is actually going to learn any new moves for a while. There is TM12 in Mount Moon, which has Water Gun, which is going to be handy. I can just teach Seadra Water Gun at this point in the game. So the TM for Water Gun is just here. Let's go ahead and teach that. And another potion up in that little corner there. There is a rare candy in here as well, and I'm just going to flee from the Zubats. They cause too many issues. Alright, let's swap Water Gun and Bubble. And I think there's an escape rope there as well. So there's a rare candy, that's an escape rope. Away from Paras. So at level 16, it's a Moonstone, I didn't actually need to pick that up, but I'll battle this Hiker too just to boost Seadra's experience just a little bit, because I think Seadra might struggle against the next rival battle. The next rival's Pidgeotto does use Sand Attack, and Pidgeotto's kind of bulky, kind of strong, so the likelihood is that it will actually be able to hit a Sand Attack before the battle's over. Did he just say Team Rocket will blacklist me? Wow. Quite harsh. Alright, there's Grimer, there's Voltorb, and Coughing. Coughing can poison you there. as well. Pick up the Helix fossil. And we'll get out of here. And there is a Great Ball just there, which is very useful for catching that Spearow a little bit later on. You can actually just throw the ball itself. You usually don't actually need to weaken the Spearow, it usually catches. Alright, Misty's Gym. I don't think Seadra's gonna really do very well against Misty's Gym at the moment. There's another rare candy there. Should I battle Misty first or should I do the rival? The thing is, because Seadra doesn't know any like normal moves, it's just water moves, it's not going to do well against Misty. And it hit me with a sand attack, and of course Seadra's, even just despite one sand attack, it's going to miss every time we get knocked out. That's ridiculous. I mean, Gem 1's luck is notorious for being bad against a player. And I can see it's hit a couple of sand attacks again. Which means I'm going to use Smoke Screen against Bulbasaur. And, I mean, it's probably still going to win. Yeah, so this is probably going to be the hardest part of the game for Seadra. Like literally sand attack. One sand attack is all you need and you're buggered. And it's just used Leech Seed on me, but I think Seadra should be alright this time. So level 21, that's not too bad. Get these potions out of my stock. So Seadra, its special is very good. It's also pretty quick as well. So most of the Pokemon here don't have great special. So Seadra is actually going to go through all of them pretty easy. And Nidoran. So that Mankey actually did a bit of damage. I don't know if I just used both my potions. Naturally, I'll try and heal and just not let Seadra get knocked out all the time, but this guy has an Ekans, he has a Zubat. That's a TM for Thunder Wave, I don't really need that. There's Hikers along here, which is good for experience, so I can get over Misty and Staryu and Starmie. That's a trainer I use to glitch Mew if I'm playing a playthrough where I'm catching everything. That man has Geodude and Machop, which are easy for Seadra. I don't think Seadra learns Seismic Toss. I'd be surprised if it did. No, I didn't think it would. Seismic Toss does sell for a little bit though, so... Oh, that's right, I forgot about her and her Oddish and her Bellsprout. No? Wrong trainer I'm thinking of. No, I'm thinking of a different one. And Seadra's going to get knocked out against her. See, even at full health, that might actually be a bit of a tough battle for Seadra. So water Pokemon do suffer a little bit against those sorts of trainers, that these junior trainers that have all these grass types. That wasn't too bad. So you come up to here, you talk to Bill, and you... Oh, so just get in the teleporter, there we go. So you do this so you can get the SS ticket. Now you do have the choice, you can either battle Misty or you can go straight to Vermilion City without battling Misty. Misty's actually going to be somewhat difficult, I think, because Seadra... And I don't really just want to spam Smoke Screen for every battle, otherwise it kind of doesn't make it as good. You know, I think Seadra might actually be alright. Yeah, Starmie's not doing a lot of damage. On another day it could win, but Seadra, I wasn't at full health either, was it? So... So what level is it? 26, which... So this guy here steals the TM for dig from those two people. Even if you have the TM in your bag, like you can't give it back to him. The NPC just has different text and won't ever action. Oh, there's Bubble Beam as well. Get rid of Leah. Ledge. So downside to having a speed up toggle is you will quite often jump over an unintended ledge. So now we'll go down to the underground path and we will head through to Vermilion City. There's a full restore there, which is handy. And now the two trainers that you have to battle here are these two, but Seadra at this level isn't going to have much difficulty with them. Okay, just quickly heal up, and wonder if Seadra will be too... Seadra's level might be a bit high. Oops, didn't mean to battle him. I'm just looking for a Spearow. I would have thought a Spearow would be so rare. Oh, now that's a wrap effect. So it kept using wrap while I was poisoned. Which is a really broken strat in Gen 1. So when you use wrap in Gen 1, it stops your action from happening. And then your Pokemon can't move, which... Hang on, why couldn't Seadra outspeed Bellsprout? Oh, probably because just Water Gun wasn't doing that much. There we go. Alright, there's Spearow. Now Bubble shouldn't knock it out, which means I should get an easy Great Ball catch, which is very good. Come down here, trade Spearow for Farfetch'd. And the reason behind that is Farfetch'd learns both Cut and Fly, which is handy as a Pokemon to help you out for HM moves. Seadra can learn Surf, obviously, which is handy. Now, cannot learn Body Slam. I'm not sure if Seadra learns Body Slam or not. It sounds like it should learn Body Slam, which is in one of these. Where is it? Alright, TM8, Body Slam. It doesn't. So Seadra's move pool's a little bit to be desired. Now at this level I would assume Seadra can win. So we'll use Bubble. Yeah, easy win at this level, to be honest. No, I'm not really trying to do these with like lowest level or minimum battles or anything. I just play as I normally would. So it's not really like a challenge, it's just a solo run for like just general play. Get rid of the SSN. Alright, let's go and get Cut on him. Alright, I will have to heal Seadra up. And now Surge. Seadra may not do so well. And I remember in the last playthrough with my Starmie. Oh god, this gym was horrible. It kept getting me on. There's actually a glitch in this. When you find the right bin, it's supposed to be the trash bin to the exact right of it. But there's a glitch and it will 50% of the time, at least I think it's 50%, will send it to this top one here. And, oh, alright, first time. Alright, let's beat Surge. I'd say with Bubble Beam, Seadra's good. Ooh, If he used a... yeah, I was going to say, if he used a Thunderbolt there, he might actually knock me out in one hit, and he certainly did. Huh. Wow, Surge actually got a win. So it'll knock out all the others with one hit. It's just with that X speed, it's... oh, and it's getting a crit again. So it's bad luck because it's getting the crit. I don't think it's a one-hit kill without that critical hit. But that is super annoying. Oh, it's actually not a one-hit on Voltorb either. With Bubble Beam. There you go. Ah. Looks like there might be a bit of a range going on there as well. Because in the last couple of battles, Seadra did about half health. Well, that's actually quite... I'd say that's actually quite poor from Seadra. I actually thought it would do a lot better than what it is. Come on, Seadra, get it this time. You're level 30 now, you shouldn't be having... oh my... oh, this is ridiculous. It's got another critical hit. That's... like, I'd like to know what the chances of that actually happening is, because Raichu's quick, but it's not that quick, because critical hits go by your speed stat in Gen 1. So the fact that Surge has got crits like 4 times. Seadra gets a critical hit and knocks Raichu out in one hit, which I'm going to take because he got 4 against me. So, screw you, Surge. Alright, so that's Surge out the way. So we're going on to... so let me empty my bag a bit. Get rid of them. Get rid of the Moonstone, get rid of the Nugget. Get rid of that. Get rid of Body Slam. Dig can actually be useful. Which is why a lot of other players catch Paris as well. Because they can just dig out of places and go like straight back to other cities and stuff. But with my speed up toggle, I just kind of oversee it, past it in a way, because it only takes me a second, and I'm not trying to do this in like record pace or anything. So my assumption is most people who watch and like these playthroughs have probably played the game like a million times themselves, so they already know the world map. They don't mind me speeding up the game this quick, just to power through some of the sections. So at the moment I'm not really battling any trainers that I don't need to. Now there is a super potion on the wall here by Rock Tunnel, just there. Now Flash, I don't really need Flash to get through. Yeah, Bubble Beam. So there's a few tricky trainers in here. A couple of them are grass type Pokemon. For example, her. And ooh, that did quite a bit of damage. I do have an antidote left. And I do have that super potion, which might see Seadra through to the end of Rock Tunnel. Now there's a couple of hikers there which I could battle for extra experience, but I don't think I'll need it. So obviously against the hikers, which are a nightmare for some other Pokemon doing a playthrough like this, Seadra will just one-shot all of them. So this trainer is another mandatory one, you actually can't avoid. Now this is a hiker that gets difficult if you're using Pokemon that aren't good against rock types. So there's actually like 3 or so trainers there, which I've avoided all of them. There's another one there which you can't skip. And she can actually sometimes be really annoying because she'll use Sleep Powder and use Absorb on you. Now there's a Max Ether in there. I did actually forget to pick up an Ether and Elixir back in Cerulean. I just thought of that then. I may not actually need them. So there is a rival battle in here which you can do. Might as well just do it now to get rid of him. It's a bit of a weird one because it seems to be that the game intends for you to... Oh, Gyarados nearly won. What did... Oh, he would have used... Oh my god. Seadra has lost against a rival. Oh, that's tragic. No, Gyarados would have hit Dragon Rage and took off 40 HP at a time, whereas Seadra can't do a lot of damage because it's hasn't got the best moves for Gyarados. So I'll actually skip through. I'll head over to Celadon and pick up the TM for Ice Beam, which will give Seadra a much better move pool. And I can then also head over to Saffron, which again is... well, actually, I need to do the game corner. So TM13 with Ice Beam. And yeah, let's get rid of Smoke Screen. Get out of the Pokemon. So there's Erica's Gym, there's a game corner that we can do at this point. Now I think I'll do the game corner. I think that's got the easiest path for Seadra at the moment. So so the Rocket Hideout, there is a PP up in there which is useful for Ice Beam since it's only got 10 PP. I'll just battle him now to get him out of the way. And another downside to using a speed up toggle, you will run into trainers by accident quite a lot. Now I always forget, where do I technically need to go to first to get that key? It's something I've never been able to commit to memory even after all this time of playing this game. Lift key, I got it right this time. So this trainer drops the lift key. You actually have to talk to him to get him to drop it as well. That was changed in yellow because I think it caused a bit of confusion for players on what they were meant to do. So you go through this little maze bit here, and with Curse of the speed up key. Alright, I'll normal walk that so we can get to here. Now we've got to basement floor F and beat these 2 rocket trainers. We'll then break into Giovanni's little office, beat him, and we will get the Sylph Scope so we can get through the Lavender Town, the Pokemon Tower part. There is also a Super Potion here. So Giovanni, using mostly ground types, is very good for Seadra. I do have an escape rope to get out of here and put me back to Lavender Town. That way I don't have to manually go back. Alright, let's see how good you do this time. 1 hit. Gyarados, Ice Beam, 1 hit. Growlithe, Water Gun, 1 hit. Kadabra, Bubble Beam, 1 hit. Ivysaur, Ice Beam, 1 hit. So that's the difference a move can make. So Ice Beam is a base 95. I think it's base 95. Has a chance of causing a freeze, as you saw then. There's an elixir there, useful for the Elite Four, Awakening. What's going on? Did I not? Wait, do you have to pick it up manually or does he give it to you straight away? Whoa, what? Does he drop this? Oh, he drops the Silph Scope as a, does he drop the Silph Scope as a normal item? Oh, I was not paying much attention. I did not notice. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that's a waste of an escape rope and... Oh, wow. Well, while I'm here, I'll get that PP up. Oh, well, that's a horrendous error on my part. Wow. Wow, that is a really, really bizarre error. Because if we come back in here, that's the wrong room. If I go at the top here, I'm gonna find the Silph Scope. Wow. Oh, nothing like making yourself look silly on the internet. So let's get out of here. Well, I beat the rival. You know what? What I can do now is also battle Erica, because Erica's gonna get creamed by Ice Beam. I can get Fly now as well, can't I? I might do that. Yeah, Ice Beam is just gonna one-shot everything. Oops, that was an accident. So Erica, she's not really gonna be that difficult. But Pokemon, she's 10 levels lower, which... yeah, you know, might make the run a little bit... Oh, it still doesn't one-shot, mind you, and Sleep Powder. Well, I'll tell you what, I do have an Awakening, so I might just get that out of my bag. But, if Victory Bell used, like, Razor Leaf, it wouldn't have been a one-hit kill, but it might have done some damage. So, I wonder if Ice Beam will be a one-shot on Vileplume. It isn't, and it knows Petal, but Erica's using Super Potion. Which is a shame, because I would actually like to see how much the grass moves would have done. I don't think... it wouldn't have one-killed Seadra, but... Alright, let's head back to... Oh, actually, you know what? I can just cut right across Saffron, because I've got a water bottle for that person. And... thing about the speed up toggle, you do ping back and forth between spots unintentionally, so let me just run up here and get Fly. Because then I can teach that to ducks and just fly straight back to Lavender Town. And from here, might just run from wild Pokemon for the rest of the game, to be honest. I don't think Seadra really needs to level up anymore. Get fully healed from the Purification Zone. There is also an elixir in here on the wall, but I don't think Seadra will need it. Even for the Elite Four. Red Candy. We'll beat Marowak. Now from here there's just Rocket Trainers. They're not that strong. They're just in the way. And there we go. Now we get up here and we find Mr. Fuji. Also, I don't like using the badge boost glitch in these runs. I think it makes a Pokemon stronger than what it should be during the battle, so I prefer not to use it. That's just a subjective opinion, though. Alright, so now that we've got the Pokeflute, we can go back to Celadon. We can go to Fuchsia, or we can go to Celadon. Sorry, Saffron. I might go to Saffron, you know, before going to Fuchsia. There's another rival battle in here, and he's about the level that I'm at now. There's an elixir in that pot plant there as well. So we'll pick up the card key. Seadra's getting good luck with the freezers. It's only like a 10% chance. Oops. Didn't mean to battle him. So 5, 4, 3, 2. No, hang on. It's this one. Now Seadra is running a bit out of PP, so it will need Ice Beam to beat the rival, so I'll just quickly duck to that little healing floor. I think it's floor 9. So you can actually get back to the rival room pretty quick by taking this way up here. If you go on that warp tile and then go in here, you can get to your rival. So Pidgeot, that should almost a one hit with Ice Beam. Gyarados will need to have Ice Beam used on it. Growlithe on Bubble Beam, Alakazam. Ooh. Wow, okay, Seadra didn't win. If that's the case, then... No, actually, you know, I reckon Seadra probably could do it. I reckon Seadra can win against a rival at this point. Yeah, let's give that another go. So Pidgeot can get knocked out with Ice Beam. We need to use Ice Beam on Gyarados, because if it hits Dragon Rage too many times, it'll do a lot of damage. Right, Alakazam, Ice Beam. No, it's only just got past Alakazam. Oh, now Venusaur. I don't think Ice Beam will be a one-shot kill. Nah, not a chance. Oh, and it's gone for Leech Seed. Oh, that's tragic, Gem 1. Just a tragic way the AI works on, like, any attack is going to knock me out, but it's gone for Leech Seed. It's a grass type attack, so it thinks it's super effective, so it'll go for it. Alright, now pass. You can grab Lapras. Lapras can learn Surf and Strength, which is useful. Now I am only on 6 HP, so I really should have healed. Yeah, that's more my bad, more than Seedra's. Got knocked out by a rocket trainer. So, I mean, as time goes on, I've done a run on this with Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur. I haven't uploaded Ivysaur and Venusaur's one yet, though. Oh, Ice Beam one hits everything. Giovanni at this point is actually going to be pretty easy. His Pokemon aren't good against ice or water, and they've got pretty bad special. So Giovanni's pretty easy. He'll give you the Master Ball, but I don't really need it. Now, funny thing is, in my Starmie run, Koga actually used Explosion and lost. It knocked Starmie out, but because I had other Pokemon in my party, Starmie still technically got the win, which I completely forgot, could happen, but not this time. Alright, we'll get rid of Snorlax. Now, here, just hold your button to the left, you will walk straight past the guard. In classic Gen 1 fashion, you will just glitch your way through. Is it a glitch? Do you call it a glitch or just an oversight? I think of it more as just an oversight more than anything. Yes, I know I need a bike. Alright, so in Fuchsia there's a couple of things you need to do. You need to go to the Safari Zone so you can get Surf and Strength. Or I should say the Gold Teeth for the Warden, who will then give you the HM for Strength. Oh. The Safari Zone is so ridiculous in this game. Like, the catch rate of Pokemon is so low. And their encounter rate also is extremely bad. Oh, I didn't actually mean to catch that, but that's fine. I just want to get to here so I can get the Gold Teeth. And I want to get here so I can get Surf. Now, Surf is a very good move, so let's teach that to Seadra. We'll get rid of Bubble. And just TM32, that's double team. Now, I really do need to go to the Pokemart and reduce my bag. So, let's get rid of double team. Sell the rare candy. TM21 is Thunderbolt. I'll deposit a couple of items as well. Card Key can go in, Poker Flute can go in, Fly can go in, Cut can go in, that can go in, that can go in. Don't think I need to go back to Pokemon Tower for anything. Alright, now we can battle Koga. Seadra is poisoned. Now this Juggler is actually quite a difficult one. He's got some pretty bulky Pokemon, and depending who you're using for your solo run, he can actually be harder than Koga, that trainer. So, just in case I do forget, I am just going to quickly get Strength now, because that is easy to forget, to give him his Gold Teeth. Teach that to Lapras. And now let's head to... actually, no, you know what? Oh, damn it. Let's head to the Pokemon Center so I can deposit my other Pokemon, because I forgot to do that in Starmie's run. Starmie would have still got the job done, don't worry about that, but... So Surf. So now Koga. Coughing doesn't have great special, but it's still able to you know, pose a threat. Because if Seadra gets poisoned, that's bad. If the Coughings use self-destruct, that's bad. Muck doesn't have a lot of special. Disable. Now Gemmon's weird. Disable doesn't disable the move you just used, it just picks one of your random moves. And it has picked Ice Beam. Usually the way it happens, it usually picks your best move. But it's completely random, it's 1 in 4. Or however many moves you have, actually. Alright, so Surf will knock out that Coughing. Wheezing. And Koga used an X attack, which is probably the worst thing he could have done. So Seadra does in Koga pretty easily. And so next will be Sabrina. And technically you don't need to do the Fighting Dojo, but I like to. It just feels like it's part of the normal play. Like usually when I play through, I'll battle all the trainers as well, but I still like to consider it as an official part of the game, is this little Fighting Dojo here. So the Fighting Dojos, if you've got a Pokemon that's got good special, it's pretty easy to win against. All the Pokemon here, like, they get destroyed by Psychic types. So Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan are both hit with 1 hit from Surf. Don't need Pokemon as a reward. Sabrina. Sabrina's a tricky one because her Pokemon have very good special stats, and that's, you know, mainly the whole thing Seadra's got going for it. However, I think I might pick Ice Beam as the key move in this one. So Kadabra went for Disable. Mr. Mime, I might use Surf actually. Yeah, Surf will one-shot. Venomoth is weak against Ice Beam, so that should be a one-shot. Wait, isn't it meant to be weak against Ice Beam? I didn't see the message come up. The super effective. Oh, never mind. So Alakazam's really the only thing that's going to pose a danger. Psywave does a random amount of damage between like maybe 40 and 120 or something. I don't remember if it's dependent on level of your Pokemon, but Psywave's a very average move. It's like, because of its randomness, it's not reliable. So Sabrina is beaten. Now we need to fly to Pallet so we can take a quick rest, and we can surf down to Cinnabar Island, which for me was always one of my least favourite places to go, I will admit, because of that Pokemon Mansion being quite a lengthy part of the game. I don't know if you saw, but when I hit the door of the gym, the old man popped up on the screen. That's a infamous little glitch as well. Now, did I need to press that already? No. It's not so much that this place is like difficult to navigate. It's the encounter rate seemed high when I would play this on like the Game Boy Color cartridge, and I would often get knocked out in here. And you know, the wild Pokemon in here are decently leveled as well, so they can cause you quite a bit of damage. Especially with there being Grimers and Mucks in here, and particularly Raticate, because Raticate can use Super Fang if you encounter them in here, and then suddenly there goes half of your health. But we will run from most of them. There is a rare candy in that corner, if you didn't know. And the secret key. Now, I did sell the TM for Dig, because Nidorina could have probably learnt it, but that's okay. And this is what I mean, the encounter rate in here is very high. I can't be bothered buying ethers because of my speed up toggle. But literally, I've taken 3 steps there and I've got an encounter. So we didn't see because you have to keep flicking this stupid switch in this stupid mansion. Why does it even have these doors in this mansion? It doesn't make any sense. I think that's what always irritated me when I would play this as a kid. Come on, go down the stairs. Is those like switch gates just annoyed the hell out of me when I was a kid. Alright, so we've got the secret key. Seadra is just gonna slaughter Blaine. Blaine's not gonna... Technically, Caterpie evolves into Metapod, but okay. No, there are 8. But I mean, if you include every gen, there's... How many badges are there now with the release of Scarlet and Violet? I mean, if you count Politoed now. Remember, this is Gen 1. Politoed wasn't a thing. Other regions wasn't a thing. So we will go through all of these and we will come to Blaine. Blaine is probably going to be a one-hit kill on everything. Yeah. Rapidash. And Arcanine might survive a hit. It does not. So... yeah, Blaine and Giovanni are probably going to be the easiest gyms. Which is quite ironic, really. The 7th and the 8th meant to be the more difficult ones, but they certainly are not. Only just a couple of trainers that I need to battle in here. So let's... I don't need a heal. Seadra should be fine. Should all be fine at this point. So let's go on through to Giovanni. And yeah, Giovanni, all of his Pokemon are part ground. So Surf and Seadra at this level is just going to blitz the whole team. Despite it only being a little bit, well, in terms of Ride on the same level, but Seadra will blitz Giovanni. So now that we have beaten him, we can battle our rival another time, which... I'm curious how well he'll do, because he's only just above my level. And it's a Gyarados more than anything. Oh, if it's a freeze, that is an absolute clutch, because if it uses Dragon Rage and takes off 40 HP, that's a lot, because Seadra's HP is not that high. Like, compared to other Pokemon, Seadra's HP is actually very bad. Alakazam, let's use Surf. It goes for Reflect twice. Then recover. Recover is annoying. But hydro pump, I don't like hydro pump. It's inaccurate. Now, I think his Venusaur might go for Solar Beam. No, Vine Whip. Okay. Which doesn't do too much. Alright, so the rival was actually fairly easy. It was actually his first one that was the hardest. We actually lost to him on the... Oh, not the first one, the second one, yeah. He actually won a couple of times. Or was it? No, I think he only won the once. And I only beat him, I only had like 1 HP left. Alright, there is a Max Ether on that tile. There's also an Ultra Ball and something else up here as well. Something full restore in that little corner there, which is handy because I might need that. Now, Gem 1's old Victory Road. Again, I'd hated doing this as a kid because the encounter rate in here is disgustingly high. Compared to like everywhere else in the game, like Victory Road's encounter rate is stupid. Like I'm taking 3 steps sometimes and I'm getting an encounter. And then you can walk for like 30 steps and, oops, that was an accident, I didn't mean to battle him. That's okay though, but, oh, another clutch freeze, and I probably should have healed, but that's okay. So at level 53, I reckon Seadra, thinking about the Elite Four, Seadra obviously will beat Bruno very easily. It will do okay against Lance because it's got Ice Beam. Lorelei will be the toughest one. Probably Lorelei and Agatha will be the hardest. Lance shouldn't be too difficult because the dragons are weak to ice. Although if they could still do some damage though, because I think they do know Thunderbolt, don't they? Or I think Dragonite might. Alright, let's not make the mistake we made in the last run with Starmie and use the ladder and reset our boulder. And oh, she's on max vision to ignite a battle. And a Chansey. Alrighty. Maybe I should have battled the other guy. Ice Beam, Weeping Bell, and it's a Victory Bell, isn't it? I should have saved that Ice Beam. I think Seadra's going to get knocked out. Seadra has been knocked out. Well, that is extremely irritating, but alright. Well, I can change the settings for the speed up. I like it going at like 10,000 times its normal speed because I don't have to watch any walking animations. I suppose I could probably make it like 3 times normal speed or something. Might be doable. I have to go through all this again. No, if I had PP, she wouldn't have won. So, yeah, take that. It's just annoying that I have to do it all over again. I hated doing this on cartridge as well. It just took forever. Just because, like, unlike the normal cartridge, and you can't speed stuff up. You just sit there for ages. Your thumbs would wear out from constantly pressing a hard plastic button. And yet, that's what we did back in the 90s. If you're a kid in the 90s, you look back on it today and you just think, like, how the hell did we do some of the stuff we did back then? Like, it was so tedious, but we did it. I grew Pokemon to level 100 on this. I had a team of 6 all at level 100 on my blue cartridge. What were they? Blastoise, Articuno. You know what? I think I might be exaggerating. I think I might have only had Blastoise and Articuno at level 100 on the cartridge. I'm sure I remember having 6 Pokemon at level 100. Oh, actually, I think I had Mewtwo at level 100 as well. I think I had Blastoise, Articuno, Zapdos, Mewtwo. I never really used Moltres. I know I had those 4 at level 100 on cartridge. Maybe it was 4 that I had. I do remember getting Ducks to level 100 once on cartridge. Being that it had... Because what I would do, I would get a Pokemon to level 100 and then I'd use that EXP share and just keep rebattling the Elite Four. Sure enough, that's what I did. And it worked. Alright, so we're finally through Victory Road. I can heal up, I can box all of these. And Seadra at level 54 will take on the Elite Four. Let's get you some of these. Now, how will Seadra do against Lorelei? I don't think Seadra is going to have an easy time at all against Lorelei, to be honest. Lorelei has... With Seadra's moveset, it's actually going to be... Yeah, look, it's already failing against Cloyster. And I've pretty much already run out of Surf as well. And getting past Lapras is actually going to be very difficult. So yeah, Seadra is going to have a very difficult time getting past Lorelei. And I'll have to use Bubble Beams and stuff like that to preserve my PP. Yeah, wow, these battles aren't gone. If Seadra gets a crit, it's an easy hit. Yeah, Ice Beam did nothing. Yeah, Seadra's going to have a lot of difficulty getting past that Lapras. So I actually think that I'm just going to have to keep leveling up with Seadra because it's got no chance of getting past that Lapras. And I can't... Oh, in theory, Lapras might actually be able to get frozen. Because they're both water types, not ice. Because the way Gen 1 works is that you can't... Like, if you use an ice type move on an ice type Pokemon, you can't freeze the ice type Pokemon. And Lapras is... Wait, is Lapras water and ice on? Actually, I think Lapras might be water and ice. Look at that, I've run out of Surf PP before I've even hit Jinx. Yeah, Lapras, yeah, it's not going well at all. But I'll just have to keep going backward and forth against Lorelei until Seadra can finally get it done. Dugong uses Rest, which is irritating as all hell. Because Seadra can't do a hell of a lot of damage. Yeah, this is ridiculous. There we go. We finally got past. It took 19 and a few surfs just to get past Dugong. And I tell you what, it's not far off until it used that. It was close. If Lorelei didn't use that super potion, then Seadra might have actually won that time. So Dugong, I think I might just use this bloody Dugong. Bloody Dugong and its rest. So use Bubble Beam against Slowbro, because Slowbro can't actually do that much damage. It can use Amnesia and make everything else horrible. One HP. Can you freeze Lapras? So yeah, it's already not good for Seadra, given how difficult it's having how much difficulty it's having against this Lapras. And there's not really any really other moves that Seadra learns. You know, with Starmie it was easy because Starmie can learn Thunderbolt. So Alright, how much HP do you need to level up? Oh, that's a little bit. I'll give it one rare candy. Alright, what does it need to level up? 11. Alright. So there we go. We'll give Seadra a rare candy, which might help a little bit. There we go. Now we're almost at full health for Lapras. So Confusion is not good. Body Slam is not good. Paralysis is not good. Being fully paralyzed twice is not good. That's just really bad luck as well. So Seadra could do it. It could win. Yeah, that extra level is actually helping quite a bit. Seadra is doing a bit more damage. It's just another thing with Seadra, it's got bugger all HP, which is really hurting it as well. It's almost getting past Lapras. And it's because Lapras is fighting a bit cheap, using Confusion and Body Slam with Paralysis. And Seadra's doing well on this run. It's still at full health at Lapras. 3 surfs. Couple of super potions later. Very good. Seadra has finally gotten past Lapras. I've got no surf, but the thing is, I do still have my Ice Beam. Bubble Beam's probably going to one-shot all of his Pokemon. Yeah. Now, Agatha is going to be difficult. So I'm not actually going to use my PP healing items just yet. I'll put Ice Beam at the top just to see. Yeah, Gengar's done a lot of damage. Haunters are surviving the Ice Beams. Gengar, yeah, Gengar's doing a lot of damage. Although Seadra did gain a few levels from it, so it should, in theory, do a bit better in the coming runs. Just use Bubble Beam against Slowbro. Jinx has used Body Slam and has already paralyzed me, but Seadra has managed to get past Lapras again. I do have full restores in here. So obviously Bruno's not going to cause any drama to Seadra. It's going to be 4 one-hits and 2 hits for Machamp. It's really Agatha that's going to be the most difficult one, using Confusion and particularly Nightshade as well. Nightshade can do a lot of damage. Golbat's a one hit. Knock out Arbok. We'll Ice Beam the Gengar. And there's a freeze. So Seadra can get past Agatha. Let's chuck on a full restore. It should be able to get through Lance pretty easily as well. Gyarados. Dragon Rage isn't good. Dragon Rage isn't good. Yeah. Seadra is outspeeding. It's going to one-shot both the Dragonites. Will it outspeed Aerodactyl? No, and that bloody Hyper Beam. If it wasn't a crit, Seadra might have survived that, actually. And just let me buy a few more full restores. Come on. Alright, let's go for attempt, maybe number 10 also. I haven't been keeping count, but at level 67, Seadra is actually getting through Lorelei a lot easier. Ah, nice one, Seadra. It did well that time. Alright, let's knock Bruno out again. Easy done. So Agatha, if we use Surf, oh, one hit with a crit. Can knock Golbat out. Can get rid of Haunter. Can one-shot Arbok with a Bubble Beam. That was probably a critical hit though. Okay, so Seadra was actually getting through Agatha pretty easily as well. Ice Beam. It used Hyper Beam as well, which is probably better than, yeah, it's better than 2 Dragon Rages. There we go. Seadra outsped Aerodactyl. If it outspeeds Dragonite, that should be a one hit because Dragonite's 4 times weak against ice. Seadra is level 70 and it may do it. This may be... I don't think the rival is actually going to be as difficult as I thought. Let's use an elixir. That'll do 10 on each move, which will be enough for the rival. Alright, level 70. Pidgeot should be a one hit, and is. Alakazam's bulky and... oh god, it got a crit. Rhydon's one hit. Gyarados is going to knock me out, unless I can get a freeze. Or it goes for Leah. Oh, and Seadra gets a freeze. Very nice. Arcanine will be one hit. Venusaur could go for... does it have Solar Beam? I think it might. It might also have... I think it does have Razor Leaf. If it gets a freeze, it's all over. It's not a one-hit kill. Ah, Mega Drain. That'll do it. So Seadra is going to get knocked out on Venusaur. So it was unlucky. It was unlucky that Alakazam got that critical hit because Mega Drain's only like base 40. So if Seadra didn't get hit so hard by that Psychic, it might have actually won that time. But it's probably only going to take a couple more attempts or so for Seadra to do it. So Seadra is not nearly as good as Starmie. Starmie was a lot better, but that's just because of Starmie's move pool of Psychic, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam and Surf. Just makes it almost unbeatable in Gen 1. So from here, a good Surf, we're doing Gengars, goodbye Golbat. Can knock out... oh, Arbok's actually paralyzed me. There we go. Alright, let's full restore. Now the Ice Beam. Hyper Potion as well is not good. But Seadra should one-shot the rest of Lance's team with Ice Beam. So let's just quickly heal up. I will use... I will restore Surf. I think I just need to restore Surf. let's... Oops. Oh no. I thought I had more Ice Beam TM than that. Oh, there we go. We one-hit Pidgeot with Surf. Psybeam, that's better. That doesn't do as much damage. Oh. It used Leer, and it used Hyper Beam. It can one-shot Arcanine. I had to save that Ice Beam for Venusaur, because I wouldn't be able to do it with Surf. And it does no Razor Leaf. It's probably going to be a critical hit. It's got a high critical hit ratio. Seadra was unlucky there as well, but it's literally that close to doing it. So level 75-ish or so might be, it is a bit higher than what I thought Seadra would finish at. Even so, Seadra's still been pretty decent. There's going to be a lot worse runs with worse Pokemon than Seadra, that's for sure, but... There we go. Alright, Agatha. Just Ice Beamer. Get rid of Harbok. Freeze Gengar. It can one-shot Lance with pretty much... Well, it can't one-shot with Ice Beam. It can do a lot though. Now, Dragonaire's Aerodactyl and Dragonite are all one-hit kills. Seadra, it's actually still full health as well. Alright, come on Seadra. This one's your battle. This is the one where you win. Alright, Ice Beam, Pidgeot, one hit. Surf Alakazam, gained armor. That's really, really handy that it used Reflect. Alright, let's Ice Beam Gyarados. Dragon Rage, it's not too bad. Leer, that's good. Let's Surf it. Surf Arcanine. Now this should be the one. Venusaur shouldn't be able to... Oh, and it gets a crit. Oh no, it wasn't a crit. It was just a good Ice Beam from Seadra. Alright, that is Seadra's run. Yeah, Seadra was pretty good. Its level's a bit of a misconception. It was pretty good for the entirety of the game, except I would say probably Lorelei was probably the one thing that Seadra really struggled with. And I did get knocked out by Surge a couple of times, surprisingly. So, but again, it's Raichu getting that critical hits. So, but yeah, not bad. I actually quite enjoyed using Seadra. Its move pool's a bit average, to be honest, which is really the only main downside to Seadra. Well, thank you for tuning in and watching the Seadra run. I will see you soon with more Pokemon Gen 1 playthroughs or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or whatever it is I wake up in the mood to do, so farewell.